Hi everyone, this is the second video for the week 8 chapter 8 homework. The first thing you're given on the spreadsheet is a journal page to complete for the register that comes after. On page 296 it gives you a great example of a basic journal entry. Ours that we need to do for the homework actually has a couple more lines based on the register that we're given. So if we go back to look at our problem, so here's the form. We need to include our federal income tax, Social Security tax, Medicare tax, city tax, healthcare insurance, and then we're also going to have credit union and savings bond, which go into the other category when we are calculating. So I'm going to go ahead and do the journal entry first. That way it's less time consuming later on. So let me go to 312, which is the page the problem is on. So if we scroll down, we are given this information. And this is what we're going to use to complete our payroll register. So we find out that we're paying for ending of February 15th. So that is the date we're going to use on the journal. So we have February 15th. So the first line is going to be wages and salaries expense. And then we're going to have the employee, federal income tax payable. If you need to, you can always abbreviate to make sure everything fits. Then we're going to have our Social Security tax payable, our Medicare tax payable, city tax payable. That is one of the things that page 296 did not have. Our health insurance, premiums payable, our credit union payable. We're going to have the U.S. saving bonds payable. And the last one is cash. If you are going to enter in a description, it's going to be payroll for the week ending February 15th. Again, like in the previous homework, I'm not requiring you to have the description. I want to see, can you journalize and complete the payroll register correctly? So now that the journal is ready to go, we're going to look at the register. We're given our employees, we're told the number of allowances and their marital status. Now if we go back to the book, we're told their total earnings, the rate of pay, and the hours worked. So again, it's just like what we did on 8.5, except we're going to add some more calculations to it. So I am going to divide the screen in half, make it a little bit easier for us to work on. Okay, so he worked 40 hours at $10 an hour, so that's $400. So in the earnings columns, you're going to put amounts, not hours worked. So we know the next employee worked 45 hours, but at $12 an hour, but some of that is overtime. So we're going to take our 40 hours times $12, gives us regular earnings of $480. We know he worked 5 hours over, and we also know that they get paid 1.5 times. So let's take 12 times 1.5, gives us $18 an hour, times 5 hours, gives us overtime earnings of $90. The next employee worked 46 hours at $8.75 an hour. So take our 40 hours times $8.75, gives us $350. Then we're going to take our $8.75 times 1.5, gives us $13 and 125 thousandths of a cent. So we're going to round that up to $13.13 for overtime. So 1313 times 6 hours overtime gives us $65.65. The next one is 40 hours times $11 an hour gives us $440. She worked 2 hours over, so we have 11 times 1.5 gives us $16.50 per hour for overtime times 2 hours gives us $33 overtime. The last employee worked 39 hours at $10.50 an hour. So that's $409.50. And then we're going to have to total the columns. Since as long as you don't use formulas in the cell, you can actually have Excel do the math for you, which does save time. And now we're going to total up their their earnings for this week. So we have $400. Then we're going to add. Again, if you don't have formulas, Excel can do the math for you. So I'm just going to copy that formula down, let Excel do the work for me. Our cumulative total. So for that, we're going to have to go back to the textbook. So what they've earned so far. So the first person earned $2,400 so far. To find out the cumulative total, we're going to take their total earnings plus the total of this paycheck. So in this case, it's going to be $2,400 plus $400. So their cumulative total is $2,800 so far. And we're going to do the same thing for the rest of the employees. $570 plus $33.60, $3,930. $29.35 plus $415.65, $33.50.65. $32.18. So $26.50.75 plus $409.50, $30.60.25. And then again, you're going to have to total the columns. For the unemployment compensation and Social Security, it's actually going to be the amount of their total current pay. So I'm just going to copy and paste except that did not work like I wanted it to, so I'll just key in the amounts. 400, 570, 415.65, 473, 409, 50, 22, 68, 15. Social Security is going to be the same thing. Okay, so the first part is done. Now we come down to the taxes. So for this information, to figure out what their federal tax amounts are, we're going to have to go back and look at the information in the textbook. Okay, so we're going to go back and look for the charts we're given. It might be easier for you to print out those 2 pages so you don't have to keep flipping back within the book. So the first employee is single, 1 allowance, and $400. Single, $400 at least, but less than 10, or 10. is going to make it $35 because the first column is 0 and the next column is 1. So this one has $35 withheld. Gene Hastings is married with 4 allowances. We're going to go to the next page. Married, 4 allowances, he had $570. So we have at least 570, less than 580. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So his federal income tax is $13. The next one is married with 3 allowances, and it's $415.65. So at least 410, but less than 420 at 3 allowances, 0, 1, 2, 3, so it's $4. Judy Smith is married with 4 allowances as well, and hers is $473. So at least 470, less than 480. In this case, we're going to go over to the yellow column because it's already highlighted. That's $3. And Dolores is single with 1 allowance. So we're going to flip back the page. And she earned $409.50. At least 400, less than 410, 0, 1, $35. So then we're going to total the columns. And the rest is just calculations. So I'm going to go back to the problem in the textbook. We are told that Social Security rate is 6.2%. So let's focus on that one as that's the next column. So we're going to take our total pay, so $400 times 6.2% gives us $24.80. And then we're just going to repeat the process all the way down the employees. 570 times 6.2%, 3534. $415.65, $25.77. This is where a lot of students get into trouble, is with the rounding on these problems. So if you have any questions on how to round, let me know. This is going to be $29.32. We're going to round down to give the employee as much information as possible. We want them to be happy with their paycheck. The last employee is $409.50, $25.38. Again, we're going to have Excel do the auto sum. Medicare tax is our 1.45%. Again, you're going to take the same amount and multiply it by the 1.45. So that's $5.80. And again, you're just going to repeat the process all the way down. $5.70, 1.45%, $8.26. I know you're so used to rounding up. Unfortunately, payroll is different. $6.02. $4.73. $6.85. And the last one is $409.50. $5.93. Again, we're going to have Excel do the auto sum. City tax. If we go back to the problem, it tells us the city earnings tax rate of 1% is applied to gross pay. So we're going to take the $400 times 0.01, which is the decimal equivalent of 1%, gives us $4. If you want to make sure that you do it correctly, you can do the 400 times the 1%. Gives you the same amount. Take the 570 times 1%, it's $5.70. $4.15.65, $4.15. $4.73, $4.73. $4.0950, $4.09. Again, let Excel do the auto sum. Saves you time. Health insurance. We're going to have to go back to the book. We are told that Hastings and Smith have $35 withheld for health insurance. So Hastings and Smith have $35. Nitobe and Tarshish has $15 withheld. Again, we're going to auto sum it. And then we are also told that Nitobe and Tarshish have $15 withheld to be invested in the credit union. 25 for credit union. So 25 and 25. We're going to put that it's to the credit union, so we know. And then we have Hastings has $18.75. Smith has $43.75. And these are in savings bonds. And again, we have to total the column. Now we have to total up their withholdings. Again, since if you don't use formulas, you can have Excel do it for you. So you're going to subtract, you're going to take the federal income tax and just go over. And since we used the formula that covers all of them, we can just click on the square, drag the formula down, and it does it for us. Now to calculate net pay, again, this is something you can have Excel do, or you can just do it yourself. $400 minus $69.60 gives a net pay of $330.40. Again, you're going to repeat the same process. 570 minus $116.05 gives us $453.95. If you want Excel to do it, you can type equals sum, put a parentheses, subtract take their total, enter the minus sign, and click on the total at the bottom. Gives you $335.71. I would manually check it just to make sure you entered everything correctly. So 473 minus 122, $350.35. And then the last one that we have to calculate, $409.50 minus $110.40 gives us $299.10. And then we need to add the net pay amounts. And the total net pay is $1,769.51. the last thing that we have to do is we have to enter the check numbers. So for the first one, the check number is 365, and then it is sequential, so it's 365, 366, and so forth. Now that we have this information, we're gonna transfer it straight to our journal. So we know that our total pay is $2268.15. So that is the amount we're going to debit, $2268.15. Everything else is going to be a credit. So we're just going to take the information right off our register. Federal income tax is $90. Social Security tax is $140.61. Medicare, $32.86. City tax is $22.67. Health insurance is $100. Credit union payable, make sure you just take the amounts for the credit union. So we have 25. And I don't think 25 is correct for the second person for Tarshish. Yep, just wanted to make sure. So we have that as, that's going to be $50. Savings bond payable is going to be $18.75 plus $43.75 is $62.50. Cash is going to be our net pay total, so $1769.51. And that is all there is to 8-9. If you have any questions on how to do this, please do let me know. This can be a little confusing at first. And I hope you guys have a great day.